Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I am going to make Breyer Traditional blanket, and I'm going to show you how to make it. So this will be a DIY tutorial. It will be listed in a blanket pattern tutorial playlist on the new YouTube new course, learning course thing. I don't know what it is exactly, but I know that those are playlists full of things you can learn from creators, and that's where I'm going to put it in. And I will make for all sizes, so for Slike, for stablemate, for a classic, I will make all videos on how to make this blanket from the pattern. So now let's get started. This is for the Breyer Traditional size, so the 1.9. So what you need for this tutorial will be my model horse blanket pattern for the size that you are going for. I'm going for the Breyer Traditional, so this tutorial will say Breyer Traditional. With this pattern guide, it will come with a pattern and also a list of things you may need. And the things that you may need is the rug pattern, glue, rug hardware, fabric, ribbon, felt, scissors, a model horse of choice, and embroidery thread. It also states some fun color combos on the guide, just to give you an inspiration. And then we have on the other page right here all of the step-by-step guide. But if you really find this hard to understand the pattern on the paper, we have this video for it. And you can find this video by scanning the QR code. It will say video tutorial. Then you will come to my channel and you can follow the tutorial right here on video. So it will say to cut out the pattern that is come with the PDF file with the tutorial guide, and then you will get a pattern like this one. This is the Breyer Traditional horse size. This is the horse that I'm going for. I also have one in pony size, and I have a few sizes in Slike and stablemate and Breyer Classic as well. So I have a lot. And this is the pattern that you need to cut out. That will come with the PDF file of the tutorial guide on paper and this video. Then after you have cut out the pattern, you need fabric. For this video, I have already cut it out, the pattern onto fabric. I am going to use felt for this one. It doesn't matter, everything works, or whatever you want, really. A lot of fabrics work. Cotton, synthetic, just a lot works. And felt works too, but no, this is felt, so that works. It's perfectly fine. It's a little bit bent, but it will fade away. What we do now is this is the first step, cutting out your pattern onto fabric. We also have here the white piece of felt. This will be covering the neck area where you will have the embroidery threads, and I have some hardware here. This is really tiny, but this is the realistic hardware, like this. You can also get this on my store, my Etsy store. You can get the realistic hardware for all of the sizes. You can also get Velcro. You just put a bit of Velcro on these ends right here, and then just stick them together, and then you have the blanket already. And you can also do buckles. Buckles can be done as well. you just pull some ribbon through, just like the ribbon I'm having here. You just pull it through and then glue it down, just like I am going to do with the realistic hardware right here. Just pull them through, glue them down, and then putting them on the blanket. Same steps basically, but you have the realistic hardware, you have the hook and loops, you have the buckles, and you have the Velcro. You have multiple options, but that will be shown on my Etsy store right here. So that's all. Now I need to get started, and I get started by doing a embroidery thread. So I'm going to choose some colors. So for this tutorial I will be using a purple embroidery thread that I'm going to put on the edges of the blanket. So I will show you now in a little sort of a time-lapse thingy on how I glue that down. For this tutorial I'm just using transparent glue. It can be any type of glue, as long as it sticks to fabric, then it's completely fine. You don't have to have this one exactly as I do. If you are American, you have probably the E6000, I believe. That's basically the same as this one. So it doesn't really matter which you use, as long as it sticks. Even if it's children's glue, it sticks. It's fine. So let's get on with the embroidery threads. I'm going to get started on that, and I will show you on how I do that. After I've done the embroidery threads, I'm now going to round off the corners of the felt so that it looks more neat. So I'm going to do that now. I'm just going to round the corners of the felt. So I have now finished the outer edge of the blanket. You can see there's now a embroidery thread line on top of the blanket. You can do a lot with this. You can also add a white line after the purple line, or you can add a black line. You can do a lot. You can make patterns with the embroidery thread onto the blanket. It's really what you want, but I'm going to keep it simple for today. Because this is a tutorial, I don't want it to make it too hard, but know that you can actually have a lot of creativity with the embroidery threads onto the edges of your blanket. Now, what I'm going to do now is the next step is the felt. This is the white felt, and the white felt goes on top, exactly in the middle. And I fold it down like this, so you will get a crease right in the middle. So this crease I will put on top of the middle of the blanket. That's right here. This where it dips in a little bit is the middle of the blanket. And then I will put the Velcro on like this, like an extra edge thing. Because the embroidery threads are coming together like this in the middle. That doesn't look really great. So I put a little bit of felt on top of it, and in the color white, so that it is covered and it looks more neat. That they add the little cover thing there too on real blankets. So that is what I'm going to do on this blanket too. So it actually looks quite realistic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the middle again. And this is how it looks like. And this is your middle section. This is what you glue down first, or what I do. You don't have to do it exactly as I do, but this is, well, this will guarantee for me that this is the middle and that on both sides will get the same length of felt piece. So I will hold this down for a minute or two, and then I will bend the felt over to fit the edge completely. I will follow the line of the blanket. That's what I'm going to do. So this is the blanket now. And I'm just going to put some glue right along this side. But I'm going to do that on the white felt so that it stops when I need it to stop. Now the other side. You have now this side. This side needs to be glued down as well. So I'm going to grab this side of the felt piece again. And I'm going to glue it. Then I'm going to fold it over. I'm going to help it a bit, just so that it sticks well. And then it fits nicely. So now you have a little bit of a piece right here. Yeah, that flap. You are thinking, what am I going to do with this? Probably, and maybe some of you know, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it over the other edge on the wrong side, and I'm just going to glue it down. Really, this doesn't really matter on what you see. It's the underside, the side that goes on top of the model horse. So really, this doesn't matter on how it's glued down. If it looks ugly or anything, it really doesn't matter. This is your ugly side. And this is how it looks right now. This is how it is. And you can see the in the middle is now covered up. It looks better. So this is what you want to have. And I'm just going to put it on the horse to let you see also how it looks. So this is the horse. The horse is bigger than my screen at the moment. So I'm going to put you a little bit up because you cannot see anything, I believe. I hope that you can see now. The model is pretty big, but it's how it looks like. It will look better when the hardware is on. It's now gliding around. So I will now put the hardware on. So first what you are going to do is the front. The front needs to be closed first. That determines on how big the belly straps need to be. So we are going for the front. And the front needs a few buckles and hardware. Now, I'm going to show you what it needs. For the front we need 2 of these hooks, and we need 2 of these closure thingies where the hooks will be going into. So that's basically also for the buckles. When you do a square buckle, like this one is a square buckle. You will also need to have one side ribbon, one side buckle. For the hooks and the jump rings, you need a hook and a jump ring just to connect the 2 pieces together. And just like the hardware, the realistic hardware, you need the hardware hooks and the hardware, I don't know what it's called, loop hardware thing where the hook go into. So yeah, you need both of those. Now I'm going to use some ribbon. I have chosen for black ribbon. Black is the most standard that I use really. So first I am going to put some ribbon through these ones, the ones where the hooks goes through, and I see there's a little bend, so I need to fix it. For this moment I have fixed it. So I'm going to pull the ribbon through like this. It looks a little bit weird, but it's not in the middle yet. Like this. This is how it looks. So now I'm going to glue it down so that it is tight. And this one is then done. I just put a little bit of glue onto the ribbon just to close the 2 ribbon ends together. Now I need my scissors and I'm going to cut it. Just leave a little bit. This is enough. That's more than enough. And then we do it with the second one. So I have another one here. You need to do it with that one as well. Pull it through, close it up, and then glue it down. Just put a bit of glue, not too much, but a teeny tiny bit. I probably even use too much for now. But hey, that sometimes happen. If you don't like it, put it apart again and start over. Now, to get the ribbon ends on the same length, I am going to put them next to each other, like this. And then I'm grabbing the other side, and I can cut it off, and it's now the same length. So these 2 pieces I need first. And then the hooks will come after. So now I'm going to determine which side I want the loops on. So I'm just always going for the left on the loops. Yeah, I just do that. I don't know why, but I always choose the left side. I don't know if that is always the case on real blankets too. I don't know. I've never looked at it. And then I'm gluing it down. While doing this project, you will have some glue onto your hands. It always sticks and sticks and sticks. Yeah, that's glue. So if you don't like sticky hands because of glue, then this is not a project for you. So I've glued them on, and I've glued them just before the edge. This has a reason. I don't like my clips right in front of the edge. I just like them like this, just a bit before. It gives them a nice finished thing together, just right before. It's just a thing that I like to do. It's an extra step. What you could do, it's optional, but that's just how I do it. Now I have the hook here, right, and I'm going to put the ribbon through like this, and I'm just going to glue it down again. Now this one you don't cut off, because you need to measure on how big the ribbon needs to be to touch the other side. I will show you in a minute once I've glued the stuff down. It's a little trick. Right, it's now, I believe, glued down, so now you have this. And I'm going to grab the horse, because I need to know what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put the blanket on the horse, and on one side you will have, hold on, you will have these buckles, and on the other side there's now nothing. You will have the hooks. And to show you, I don't know how to show you really. I try my best here, but it's a little bit hard. The horse is quite big. And to show you, I have put the camera a bit down, but I am just going to latch on the hook, just like with a real blanket. It needs to latch on. Then I'm going to pull it through to the other side, and then when they touch, like now, I am going to glue it down like that. So that's what I'm going to do. So now they touch, the two edges touch, and it's attached as well, so I can put it on it. It's attached, and the two sides touch, so I can now glue it down and then cut off the excess ribbon. So that is something that I will do now. I don't have the great space to show you exactly on how I do that, but I think you get the point, right? So I will do that now. And this is how it looks. Really cool. I'm just going to push it a bit so that it will stay down when I grab it. So now I'm going to grab the horse again, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. It's just the first buckle done, but it looks really great. Look at that. Look, that looks great. That looks fantastic. This is how far your own blanket is coming along, right? Ta-da! How cool does this look? And you see, the blanket is a little bit off. It's not exactly in the middle, and this is what I like most about it, because you know, when you have the buckle exactly in the middle, it can basically touch the horse's skin. Now, doing it this, it cannot touch the horse's skin because it is on fabric, and for me that is a bit more realistic. Now I have the second hook, and I'm going to glue it down again with a piece of ribbon, and don't cut off the excess yet, because also this one needs to be measured out by the first hook. the first hook is a kind of measurement for your second hook that will come right here under the other one. So when you have that one measured out, you can exactly glue it the way you have the other one. So that's what I'm doing right here. It's now 2 of these. So now these two can hold up the blanket even better. Now that is done, I'm going to show you again how it looks like, because I find it really cool and cute. And how fun this already is. Ta-da! It looks really cute. Now, the blanket will stay down when the buckles on the belly are here. You see, it will be like that. So let's make them up. And I need to see which side has the loops. And this side is the one with where the hooks need to be attached to. So I will now put the horse on its side, and I will try to show you a bit what I do. I'm just going to put the blanket on even sides on the horse side. Now we need to grab again two of these ones with the little loop, and I'm going to pull through the ribbon, and I see what I mean. These ones, the little, what is this like? A little triangle shape. I think that's it. It's really a triangle shape. Yeah. Then I'm going to glue it down. And then you can cut the excess off. I'm going for this length. It's just a sort of a guideline. It's not really that big. It doesn't need to be that big. It's just needs a little space for a little bit of glue to go on to, so that you can attach it to the blanket. And then I need the second one, and I'm actually going to grab the other triangle shaped piece. I'm going to put them next to each other again, and then I'm going to glue, then I'm going to cut it the same size as the other buckle, like this again. There are two of those. Now I'm going to glue it onto the belly side, and I'm just going to glue one before the front legs and one before the back legs. Just a teeny tiny drop of glue is completely fine. And then I am going to glue it somewhere. Is that how I like it? I guess I do. This is how it looks. Like this. This is how it looks. Two of these little ones, I just glue them down somewhere onto the blanket. And now I am going to grab the buckle pieces, square buckles, so these ones. And what I'm going to do, and this step is a little bit different than you have seen at the front, because I want these two to be adjustable. And what I'm doing is I'm going to put through the ribbon through the buckle, just like you would do with your belt buckle. I'm just going to pull it through like this. Now you have this, and now I need to glue this piece of ribbon to the other piece of ribbon. I'm going to cut off a little bit so that it looks more better, and I'm just going to glue this one down. I'm gluing it down at the moment, so like this, and now you have this, you have the buckle. So what I'm going to do now is on the other end of the ribbon there isn't a buckle, so I'm going to pull the hook thing through there like this, and then I'm going to see which side has the wrong side, and then you have this. And now we are going to pull the ribbon through the buckle again. And this step may be a little bit weird, but I hope you understand it. So now I've pulled it through the buckle again, so it goes twice through the buckle, and now you have this. This is a little mechanism that when you pull out one of the sides of the ribbon, you can actually extend the hardware. Yeah, it's a you know, you can make it longer and shorter. And now I'm going to put it through one of these buckles, and I believe I always start with the back, so I'm going to put it through the front loop buckle, and I'm going to the other side, and then, you know, you cross tie them. So now I'm going to go to the back, and then I will glue it like this. Yeah, that's just basically it. That's what I do. And then you have one side on is your first belly strap of the blanket, and this is how the underside looks. If you find it too tight, you can always loosen it. You can make these straps longer. I think I am happy with this. Piece of ribbon left. I am going to glue the second buckle, square buckle. So this is the second strap. It's done with pulling. And now you need your horse again, and you need to find the second hook that you want it to go to, and then go to the other side of the belly, and then here it needs to go there to the front, so that it becomes a cross, right? That's how it needs to be done. So I have now done this strap here on the blanket, and you can see on the other side that it is now attached and it's crossed as well. So the blanket is now completely finished, and it now sits a little bit at the front, a bit too much, but normally it fits like this, but because of the horse's position with the leg being bent, it slides a bit more forward, you know, which is fine, it happens, but normally it's like a little bit more backwards, and like this, and then it's fine with the size. So yeah, we're now completely finished, and this was the whole tutorial of how to make a Breyer blanket. in traditional size. I also will do one in slike size and in the falls as well, and yeah, more tutorials will come. So yeah, more tutorials will come. It was really interesting to make something for the traditional size, and yeah, I hope you like this video. And if you have any questions along the way, just always ask. Maybe I have an answer for it, or that if something wasn't really that clear on the video, I'm trying my best to get everything on the video, but if it is not the case and you still don't understand how a sort of thing works, just, always write me. You can always write me in the comments or through my Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest. You can always write me. So, if you have a question, just let me know and I will help you. You probably have paid for the pattern and everything, so you want to make your own blanket, and I get that. So ask me. And this was the video. I hope you liked it. I hope you find it useful. So thank you for watching this video, and subscribe to my channel to watch more tutorials or watch more of everything, like updates and what I do more.